So let me get this straight. Toys come alive when you don't look at them, but they kill each other. Okay, I think that cancels itself out. That's good. Feel safer. Of course, if your toys ever get too rowdy, or God forbid, go on a full-on crime spree, you're going to need a Batman to step in. Some sort of toy-based Batman. And here to help me find one is Jonathan Smith, head of the development team on Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, Batman's first AAA title in over a decade. Jonathan, thanks so much for joining us.
It's a huge pleasure, thank you for having me.
Now, you obviously had the reveal trailer on opening night live.
Yep.
How has the reception been? Because it was one of my favorite trailers from the show.
Thank you so much. We were so thrilled to reveal that game, and the reception has been overwhelming. Everyone on the whole team has been hanging on every tweet, every comment, and we've been absolutely delighted with the response.
Now, there's been 3 Lego Batman games in the past. What's been your approach for the Legacy of the Dark Knight?
Simple. Take everything to the next level. Go deeper and further than we've ever gone before. Make the game richer, make it more immersive, and tell, for the first time ever, this whole story from young Bruce Wayne, year by year, to becoming, as a player, as Bruce, as Batman, the Dark Knight.
I can't, Liam Neeson's just hiding away somewhere. Also, we saw Batman flying over Gotham City throughout that. It's an open world.
Sure, well, the whole of Gotham is a playground. You'll start right at the bottom in Tri-Corner Island. That's one of the areas of the demo that we've got here to play on the show floor. But as the story progresses, you'll move further up the island and reveal all those famous locations. You can explore every rooftop, every alleyway, down and high, and yeah, it's full of secrets and surprises.
See, I can't go wrong with secrets and surprises, especially in a Lego game as well. And talking secrets and surprises, there's a load of new features with Lego Batman. What are they?
So, we wanted to make the combat system richer than we've ever had before. So you have a lot more tactical choice, you've got stealth, you've got great gadgets, you've got now fluid combos, takedowns, counters. We've got some footage here. You can see, yeah, so you start with training to be a ninja in Nanda Parbat with the League of Shadows. And then we'll take you back to Gotham, you'll build your first Batcave, your first Batsuit, and then start to discover all the crimes that are taking place in the terrible place that is Gotham City, and you'll deal with those bad guys as only Batman can. So the features, that combat system you saw in play there, that's a really important part of the package, but there is a lot more to talk about.
Yeah, we've got tons, because the trailer throughout has so many little Easter eggs as well. And we've got to talk about the Batmobile. We had the tumbler from the Dark Knight, which is a fan favorite. Can we change our Batmobile?
We've got all the Batmobiles. This is the ultimate, essential, definitive Batman story. So you'll start, as you can see here, when you first get back to Gotham in the Dodge Charger, which is the Batmobile we saw like young Robert Pattinson Batman in the Matt Reeves Batman movie. That's what he sort of cooks up in his garage as his first Batmobile. But as the years go by and he draws more upon the resources of Wayne Enterprises, and we get Lucius Fox involved, so you get more and more over-the-top, ridiculous Batmobiles. So you'll see and you'll control the long-nosed Batmobile from Tim Burton's 1989. You'll get Batmobiles from across all the movies and TV shows. Some are pretty wild, but whatever you want, it's here.
How are we going to? Can you give us a little hint about how we're going to get hold of those different Batmobiles? Or?
Yeah. So as the story progresses, we'll put you in situations where you're given a new Batmobile. Like the Tumbler, for example, comes to you at a key point in this story where the villains that Bruce and Batman are coming up against require like a new level of response. And there are iconic sequences from certain films you may know that we really want to make sure players live out through our story.
That's gonna be so cool.
Others you'll just collect and you'll be able to purchase with Lego studs.
Oh, amazing! Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. That I was like, Lego studs are such an important part of any Lego game from TT Games, right? What else are we gonna be able to spend those studs on?
Oh, so suits as well. We've got 100 different suits for you to collect over the course of the game, and then we've got Batmites running shops in City that will give you both suits. You can get the new vehicles with studs as well. You'll be able to get upgrades for your gadgets and your customizable Batcave. Now, we're not showing that in the demo today. We're showing a bit of the open world and one of the story missions, but we'll be able to show more of the Batcave expanding and growing and becoming just your dream of the ultimate place to display everything you've collected and all your achievements over the course of what's a really substantial game.
I actually really can't wait to like hop into doing that. You mentioned combat a little bit earlier on as well, and I think like if we see some of the gameplay, I think one thing that a load of people have noticed as well, and like I love, is all the little comic book kind of sounds and stuff that you see. How about what are those, and what other like situations can they pop up?
Oh, so if you do a powerful finishing strike or a takedown, we really wanted to amp up the feeling that you get. Yeah, I mean, I love throwing enemies into things, into the Lego objects. You can use the back claw to pull them in, and then you can throw them at each other. You can throw them to your partner character, and he can then kick them into crates. But look, when you finish off an enemy like that, all of those call-outs are taken directly from comic book reference.
Yeah.
You know, we're drawing not just upon movies and TV shows, but really closely upon comic book storylines, and we wanted to represent and honor that legacy as part of the legacy of Batman stories with those really cool VFX playouts.
Yeah, I think it's one of the things I've loved everything I've seen about this game, because it's really kind of like paid homage to like the Batman legacy across films, comics. It's so cool to see. We've got to go into other playable characters, because it's been such a big part of any Lego game that you've played. It's like all the characters that you can play. Which ones are we going to get alongside Batman?
That's right, so you play Batman all the way through. The focus is Batman, and we've never done that before in a Lego game. Had one character be the sole focus. Like even in Indie, you weren't always Indie. But here you're going to be Batman all the way through, and then as the story progresses, you're going to get different partners and build out that Bat family. So you'll start training with the League of Shadows and the Public with Talia al Ghul, and she'll return to Gotham later in the story. You'll then, as you move back to Gotham, hook up again with Jim Gordon, who you first see in Crime Alley when you lose your parents, one of the last good cops in Gotham. He's got fantastic gadgets that you've played on the show floor here. We've got him with his ricochet launcher with rubber bullets that bounce around and smash objects and bounce off enemies and cause them to misfire their weapons. He's also got a foam sprayer which incapacitates enemies and can be used to solve puzzles. So all of these different characters in combination with Batman and his cool gadgets as well give you all new kinds of different tactical choices in your combat. After Gordon, you'll get Selina Kyle as Catwoman with her whip and her other gadget that we'll talk about later on. We've also then, we'll see as Batman gets older, you know, he'll go to the circus with Selina Kyle, and that's where we'll go to see the Flying Graysons and young Dick Grayson, and another tragedy will befall yet another child in the world of Gotham. That's what happens. But Dick Grayson will become Robin as another partner character with really cool gadgets, and we will see Robin progress to Nightwing, and Jim will actually get a daughter of his own as well. As Batgirl will join as Barbara Gordon. So loads of different characters, and we've really gone deep onto each of those characters, given them their own distinctive styles, lots of different suits, the gadgets, upgrades as well. So there's a lot more, I think, personality to each of them than we've ever had before.
You've actually got everything, which is incredible.
That's what I promised on Tuesday night. This game's got it all.
Yeah, we've got to say as well, like one of the big things of Lego games, right, is hopping in with a friend, right? Are you going to be able to do co-op?
Absolutely. So by having Batman and a partner, as a single player, you can switch between the two of them. When there's a second player, you're playing them both. One's Batman, the other's the partner character.
Right, we've talked about the other playable characters, got co-op, but there's no use unless there's some big villains to go up against. What villains have we got?
Well, one of the great, fantastic aspects of the Batman story is that we have an amazing rogues gallery of the greatest villains in comic book history. And we want them all on the streets of Gotham over the course of this. We've got a character who grows in to become the Joker. We've got Catwoman there, who actually will join as an ally, as a sort of anti-hero.
This is so cool.
The Penguin, channeling there both Danny DeVito's sort of representation of that character in Batman Returns, but also there's there's Colin Farrell. We've got references to the Batman movie there. Bane, a highlight from the trailer, voiced by the inimitable Matt Berry. An amazing take on that cool character.
I love the reception I got when that played out at opening night live. It just got everyone. It was amazing to see.
And I will say, many more.
Right. So more to discover throughout the story. We've also got to go into gadgets, right? Because in the trailer, we saw the explosive gel.
Yeah.
What other gadgets are we going to be getting our hands
Well,
on?
of course, all batarangs are very, very important. You can use them to stun enemies, hit targets, and you can upgrade them. We've got the bat claw is really powerful. Not only can it pull enemies in, so you can deliver a powerful finishing move, you can then throw them around, throw them off buildings, throw them into the toxic goo of ace chemicals, and that's upgradable as well. That's for Batman. All the other characters have got their own gear.
Okay, right, very nice. Also, another bit.
Oh,
as
the
well.
grapple, of course. So I don't think that's a gadget because that comes with the character. But grappling to vantage points, so you can do stealth takedowns like you see here, and grappling in the open Gotham City all around from rooftop to rooftop. Gliding when the bat glider over the streets, that's all part of Batman's arsenal. The other characters have similarly cool traversal systems as well.
No, I can't wait to use them all as well. But one of my favorite things I used to do in Batman games, like the Arkham series, is like solving puzzles, solving the riddles. You're going to have that with the Riddler.
Not only is Batman the world's greatest fighter, he's also the world's greatest detective. So setting players challenges and puzzles is absolutely part of that essential Batman experience. Now, as you progress through the story and the missions, you're going to come up against all kinds of like situational challenges. You'll need to use your gadgets, use your smarts, use your detective ability, which will highlight points of interest. For example, here's a concrete example of that. In Lego games, you've always been able to smash objects and then build with Lego, right?
Yeah.
To help like create an item, which helps you progress. Here, Batman can use that detective ability to highlight where those smashable objects are, like show where to build it, show, oh, you need to find some more, here's where they are. So it really helps players. If you've ever had that experience in a Lego game where you don't know where to get the bricks from, you can see where those are, build them out. Yeah, that's really cool.
That's going to help you find those secrets as well.
And you said Riddler challenges, absolutely. So on the streets of Gotham City, some of the villains have put challenges for Batman. You'll be collecting those along with Wayne Tech chips, bat tokens, trophy pieces, skill bricks. There's so much to collect. I will say in this game, it's not just the Riddler who's setting you those challenges.
Ooh, okay.
Everything with a twist in a Lego game.
Now, we've talked about collectibles a few times already, like for the Batmobiles,
Yeah.
to different suits.
Yep.
Right, what other collectibles are people going to be able to get on top of those?
Oh, okay, so there's the Wayne Tech chips, which we'll find in story missions and in the open city. Some of those will be blocked behind puzzles, some of those will be guarded by enemies, some of those are just fine by being inquisitive and curious and exploring. They will enable you to upgrade your gadgets. That's the main currency for gadget upgrade.
Okay, nice.
Skill bricks you'll get through progressing through the story missions. They enable you to upgrade your core traversal and combat skills generally beyond the gadgets. Additionally, I mentioned a few others that will enable you to, for example, customize and populate your Batcave. There's another one as well. Oh yeah, we've got red bricks. Of course we've got red bricks in a Lego game, which give you additional customization options and special effects.
Hey, well, that brings me on perfectly, because we saw Bane stepping on one of those red bricks in the trailer, which was hilarious. And TT Games are so known for those funny moments, whether it's in cutscenes or there's little bits of the game. How do you come up with them?
We just force people to be silly. That's what they get paid for. Our team spends months absorbing the source material, so watching every movie, reading every comic book, watching every show, and bouncing ideas off each other. It's a really painstaking process. And because we're a Lego game, and because of, I think, the history that we've built up over the years of telling these stories with a twist, we've got a reservoir now of expertise in the team and permission in a Lego space to go to places people haven't gone to before. And I think it's that sort of sense of the unexpected, the uncertain, that just enables comedy to happen. And then there's the skill of our animators and writers and cinematic directors in pulling off those moments with perfect timing and slapstick humor.
Yeah, it works every single time. It's one of the reasons I always love hopping on doing the Lego games with the Xbox On team as well on stream. One thing as well, we've all grown up with so many incredible Batman TV shows, like films, comics. Like, what does Batman mean to the team that's really helped you kind of create this universe?
Yeah. So I think there is, in this game, more I think than in any game we've ever done, there's a real emotional drama going on because we're telling one story across across a big game, big campaign. We're really connecting into this character, into their history, where they come from, and they come from a place of darkness. they lose their parents, they're surrounded by fear as all these bats are around them. You know, we represent, I think there's a moment in the trailer where young Bruce Wayne falls down the well and the bats are around him. How do we see this character turn that trauma and that fear into something positive? To use it to bring good to Gotham. And again, Gotham's a dark place ridden with corruption and crime. When we bring the lightness and the fun of Lego together with that darkness, and we do it sincerely and authentically, you know, with real honor for those stories, all the stories that are dark, you know, the stories that are fun and colorful from the 50s, the stories that are dark from later on, it's all brought together. And I think everyone on the team has got a connection with Batman. They've read those stories, they've seen those films. And now this game activates all those feelings. Everything's gone into you over the years from Batman, we can now bring to this. So I think it's the combination of darkness and light and a real emotional power in the character. That's why he's lasted so long.
Now, it's an incredible story. Now, for those watching at home, right, who are chomping at the bit to play, is there anything that they should know?
Well, let's take the bit. Fine, let's leave the bit. What else do they need to know? They need to know that the game's coming next year. So we're showing at the show floor here at Gamescom. You can play one part of Gotham, Tri-Corner Island. You can grapple and glide as Batman and Jim Gordon and take down the goons who are wrecking havoc on the streets. We're also showing some people a whole story mission. So creators are there, they're recording their footage, so you'll be able to see people play through the Ace Chemicals mission. Famously, a character is going to have a terrible accident which is going to change them into something even more deadly. So they should check it out, they should watch and learn what we're able to show at the moment and watch for more. It's on all game platforms, and we're so excited and thrilled with the reception we've had so far.
Yeah, and if anyone comes down to Gamescom, they can play it on the show floor as well.
Right.
But Jonathan, thank you so much.
No, it's a huge pleasure. Thanks.
I really appreciate you taking us through it. But Lego Batman is set to grapple onto your Xbox Series X or S next year. Although, if you were keen to craft a deadly trap, even the Caped Crusader might find daunting, we've got another great game for you, Jurassic World Evolution 3. Take a peek at the new parks, and day 2 of the Xbox at Gamescom broadcast continues with Onimusha, Way of the Swords.